I've noticed your cat looks really similar to my cat. Actually, what's his name?
Oh, really?
I see him
Yeah.
in a lot of your videos and a lot of like.
The red one is Pancho, and then the gray one is Pablo. What are the names of your cat or cats?
Cats. I have two cats. The red one is called Walt, and the small white and black one is called Lynn.
Walt and Lynn.
Walt and Lynn.
Okay.
And then my Whippet, my dog, is called Steve.
Hi, Steve. Okay. Wait. No. Sit. Good boy. Okay. Hey, Steve. All right. Back one.
Oh, you got a Steve.
I got a Steve.
I heard your dog made it to the new Smash game.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
Well, not that Steve. I would have preferred my Steve, but Tekken
Okay.
Steve. Yeah, I'm pretty cool with them.
Right.
I mean, I don't actually play Minecraft at all. I've played it like 20 minutes in my whole life, so I have no attachment.
Yeah, I'm
to
the
the
same.
series. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
But
I know how big of a deal it is because I saw I've seen Minecraft everywhere. Obviously, if you go on YouTube or if you go to a store, you can find Minecraft toys, and it's just it's a huge franchise. So and it's something I thought could fit well with Smash because I mean the character is kind of like it's very unique. It's this kind of blocky figure, pixelated blocky figure, and Smash has like all sorts of like that's the game where you have like Mega Man fighting against like Terry Bogard, right? So it's I think it's the game for that.
yeah, like I mean, I don't really play like Smash on any kind of like competitive or even semi-competent level, but I love what it represents, which is this massive celebration of video game history.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And actually, I guess big announcement. We're making a really big video for Smash Ultimate. Yeah, like
you guys heard it here.
Yeah, heard it here first. Like, I think people on our Patreon might know a bit about it already, but it's it's a pretty long video. It might be the longest video we've created yet. So we've been working on it since February. So
oh wow, okay.
And
those yeah, I know the amount of time you put in those videos. You could tell in the work for sure. Actually, I'm kind of interested in talking a little bit about your videos. I mean, I guess I don't know if it's a trade secret or anything, but do you have like a certain process that you of how you make your videos? I'm just curious because this is a question I get a lot, and I tell people how I do it, but then it's actually kind of an interesting question. Like, I am curious about other content creators and stuff. So, what is your process like for video from like scratch to uploading?
It really depends on the video, actually. But recently, we've kind of come down to a sort of formula because we work as a team, and so generally what happens is that either I or Dinosaur, and I'm not sure you know who Dinosaur is. He's this like pillar of the UK Tekken community, been around since the prehistoric ages, and he really knows his shit when it comes to Tekken. He's like
awesome.
He's like this encyclopedia of Tekken knowledge.
Yeah.
And so like either I'll write a script and Dinosaur will give feedback, or he will write a script and I will give feedback. But generally the writing process is between me and Dinosaur. Like for example, the Tekken 3 video we released just a few days ago, that was like pretty much all Dinosaur, and we made a few tiny alterations here and there. But that was like pretty much all him. But like maybe a character overview, I might write it and he'll give feedback.
Okay.
But yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah.
So that's
he's an old school guy, so he knows. I mean, for something like Tekken 3, he's probably got this almost unique knowledge, right? That not many people have.
Exactly, because that was kind of when Tekken 3 came out, it was before the internet really. So a lot of the knowledge is kind of passed down through word of mouth and has been documented. Unless you want to go through. Dust over like Tekken Zaibatsu or something. So it's really first-hand knowledge. It was really great to have it all kind of crystallized in this one video.
Yeah, I mean, I watch your videos, and there's the amount of knowledge and the depth of how you describe the characters and the philosophy of the characters, but then down to like the technical nitty-gritty of like what their moves do, what the stances are, the idea of the stances. I mean, it's so detailed that it's I was like, man, like, obviously, I'm thinking Arya knows his stuff, but you're also working with somebody who's been playing Tekken for so long. So I'm sure you can kind of ask him like, oh, what does this stance do, or and he'll give you like a super long, like detailed analysis on it, right?
Absolutely. Like, hands totally up. I'm not like some competitive or even a top level player. I'm like a fairly decent level player. So, so whenever we write a script, it's done with the kind of input of actual like high level, like actual people who know their shit. So, So the writing script, the writing process is between me and Dinosaur, and he brings like he's very articulate, intelligent, and knowledgeable, and I have like a couple of years of teaching experience under my belt, so I know how to generally structure like a character overview, for example. So we bring that together, and then I record it. I record the audio, and for a Tekken video now, I send it off to Sean, the audio, and the script.
Okay.
And Sean is the guy who basically records and edits and puts it all together and makes the magic work. So
okay.
So, and we have like a daily meeting where we look over the progress of the video and how it's coming along, and I'll give feedback like you might want to change this around, or like for example if he can't do like a Wavedash electric, I'll record that for him and stuff like that.
Oh man, I tried to get a PWGF Kazuya like combo, the down 4-2 one. I was like trying to get that recording just to like put it. Oh yeah, there's Poncho right there, destroying the stream as usual.
Nice.
But
elevating.
But yeah, it's we're elevating the stream. But yeah, I was trying to do that, and I was trying to record it, and I'm like, man, this is so hard. Like I can't get this, and I realized like this is something that like, Main Man Swede, when he was first trying this, it took him like 100 tries one summer to get it once, right? So I'm just at one point I was just like, okay, maybe I'll just find a clip of somebody actually doing it and reference the clip and put my commentary over that, right? And that was the Ryan Hart clip. Ryan Hart, of course, can do that like in his sleep, right? He's been doing that for ages. So that's actually kind of funny that that for recording you sometimes you just can't, sometimes you just have to record a certain thing, right? Because there's nothing else to reference it. So
yeah. Like I'll do exactly the same thing. Like if we're beating our head against the wall to get this one clip, and sometimes getting a single clip in like this half-hour video, like a 3-second clip will take us like hours and hours just to get that particular just frame wall positioning kind of combo. It's so frustrating. But eventually we get it, and then it goes through kind of an iterative process, and then we might send the version 1 of it to either Dinosaur, or with the Killer Instinct videos, basically Infill serves as the Dinosaur for the Killer Instinct videos we've been making, and he basically writes the entire script, and he
Infill, oh my god,
he is if he is to Killer Instinct what Dinosaur is to Tekken, just this like amazing, intelligent, articulate repository of knowledge, and
that's awesome. Yeah,
we're working on Sadira right now, actually, and I was hoping to get those videos out more quickly than I am, but that's the nature of video making. It's just time consuming.
Yeah, just take your time and make sure that it comes out the way you want, because once the video's up there, it stays forever, right?
Exactly.
Basically, it's the thing is you kind of have to live with it, and all your typos and all your small errors, and it's everybody tries to be a perfectionist with these these videos that people work on for a long time, right? And you want to minimize that so you're not kicking yourself. Because I worked so hard on the community video, one of my analysis videos.
Oh yeah.
And there was a typo in like the second shot. Like it was like I spelled identity wrong. I like dropped the T or something, and it was like everybody was pointing that out. I'm like, oh my god, I just spent like months and months on this video, and like that's like the first thing. And I'm just like, oh my, like this.
Oh.
And then later I realized like, oh, these things happen. Like you're gonna have like small errors and stuff. There's a good video about being wrong on the internet by CGP Grey, one of my favorite YouTubers, and he talks about that. But for sure, like I will spend hours and hours obsessing over these ridiculous details, and you get the video out, and I forgot there's a typo here, or there's incorrect music information there, and you'll rack your brain over it, and
like most people might not notice, they might notice, but whatever, it's out. It's out. Like the most recent error I can think of is we did a Glacius video with Sajam, and he was narrating the audio, and I applied the audio, what do you call it? It's like enhancers that I use on my voice to his. And then it just sounded, he just sounded like Robo-Sajam. Like who is this person? Because we've gone through all this effort of getting Sajam to narrate it. And then people were struggling, like, is this really Sajam? Because
that's so funny.
Right? Like, and then I talked to a sound engineer about it. And it's like, you guys have completely different voice qualities. Like, you can't just apply your vocal enhancements to his, because his voice is focused more on the mid-tones, on the mid-ranges, and I'm like, oh shit. So I created a version 2 of that, and hopefully we're gonna put all the Killer Instinct videos together in a big compilation, and that'll be the correct version. But yeah, I mean, you can't rack your brain about it too much, but these things happen. But yeah, anyway, it's like an iterative process, and then we get the video out. I mean, and that's more of a recent thing. That's the flow we've settled into in the past couple of months. Especially because we got a lot of help on Patreon recently, and I can actually like salarize Sean and Zulfikar, our graphic designer, who makes everything look really pretty and lovely. And I can kind of more reliably, like, pay people, and they can kind of get by on video making. Before, it was kind of all over the place. Whenever we had time, we'd put into it, and if I had to make a video from scratch, so be it. But now we have a lot more structure and routine thanks to the support.
Okay,
so it's really good.
Yeah, that sounds super effective. Yeah, I still don't have any real effective way to make videos. I just take a long time. And I just kind of slosh through it, and hope that it comes out okay. But I do want to start streamlining more stuff, at least for my videos. We have a hard reads series on our channel, which is done by Pat and Bill. I don't really touch that. I mean, I'll look at it, make sure that it's okay, but usually it is, and that's about it. But yeah, for the stuff that I'm doing, I'm just I have looked for editors and stuff like that, but it's like
what's that phrase you told me in Thailand? Like the hurting help or whatever. I keep forgetting it, and I asked you about it.
Dao Mang. Yeah, Dao Mang. It's Bang Mang is to help in Chinese, and then Bang Dao Mang is to help in an unhelpful way. Right. It's like whenever someone's trying to help and you're like, you're not helping. That's kind of that's what that is, right? So it's you don't want to ever get into that situation where you're getting help that's not actually helping you. So I don't know, maybe I'm picky about what I want in my content. I also don't want to just make that process like take forever because I'm so picky about something, and then I don't want to be like, I want to let me do it instead, and it gets kind of awkward and stuff. I think you need a good chemistry, and you need
absolutely
good communication to work with people. That's also a thing you have to build and stuff. So I'm very jealous that you have your system and stuff. It seems really effective, and it seems like you guys are really passionate about it, and I can tell in the quality of the work. Hopefully I'll get my work to be more polished one day. It's still rough and stuff.
Not at all. Your work's like unmatched. I mean, you're like, you're the kind of the pillar that everyone looks to aspires to be. So I have like I could come in and rant about the quality of your work all day. It's incredible. It's really, I feel like it's elevated kind of the quality of all fighting game content on YouTube. I feel like people look to you and think like, we should aspire to be like this. Because I do remember before your channel came around, like fighting game content on the internet it was good, but it was very kind of rough around the edges generally. And
I guess for my content, I guess what I see as rough is kind of like I'll do I have like meme stuff in my videos. Like I'll have polished stuff, but then I'll also like put some kind of like crappy outdated meme every once in a while in my videos, and I don't know, I feel like I don't know, that it's kind of how you want to express things, but then also it's kind of like a little bit unpolished here and there. So it's kind of a mix. You want to put a little bit of humor,
For sure.
right, in the videos, but then humor is one of those things like that that is very subjective, and this is why you don't have comedies winning Best Picture and stuff, right? It's one of those things. So,
but
yeah,
that's the thing I like about your videos. You've obviously they're so professional. You've put so much time and effort and research into it, but they still have a real sense of humor about them. They don't take themselves too seriously, which I think is a real it's really admirable. I mean, I kind of like when I set up TBS. I mean, one of the reasons I called it That Blasted Salami is because that name is absolutely ridiculous, and I think and I think it's important, like, never to take yourself too seriously. And we're making videos about video games. Have fun with it, right?
Yeah, no, that's really important, I think. Absolutely, it's a line, right? How much fun are you willing to have with it? Alex Nostalgics, he does those videos on levers and stuff, which have like insane quality as well. And you can tell he's just having so much fun with the videos, and I think that's a big part of, like, keeping it up, right? And then you can also show a professional side too. I mean, I noticed you have That Blasted Salami as the it's kind of a funny name, but then if TBS sounds like a TV station. It is a TV station, right? It sounds super professional, right? Yeah. So it's like it kind of works both ways. So having those different shades, I think, you're right. It is important.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Do you have any final thoughts or anything?
About the match, man, that was. Your defense is so good, because I could see you were reacting to the overheads, and you were like, sometimes you were disrespecting me with buttons, other times you weren't. So I could never like just kind of crack you down. Like, I could never think like I can just do this to run him over. Like, I always had to try and mix it up. And like, you were playing very solid, very reactive, and it was just hard to approach you. And when I did get in, it was just hard to open you up.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of felt the same about your play, actually. Maybe you won't believe me, but when I was playing, I was like, a lot of Lancelots that I play don't slow things down usually, and it ends up they just like get hit by everything, right? But I noticed, I don't know if it was a reaction to how I was playing. You can tell I play very lame style.
Hey, that's Fairy. That's how you gotta play.
But Fairy does play lame. But she does have like offensive stuff that can be powerful. Like she had she has a couple of frame traps. And that's her design. And it's more so in this season. I think they gave her that drill, which is like pretty good. So
I was surprised, but like I was like, that's plus sometimes. I'm like, what?
Yeah. So I got you with a frame trap one time. I saw XYZZY doing this frame trap. Is basically I do 2 lights on you, like up close on your wake up. And when you block that, I can do an instant drill, which will put me plus enough to where if I do a medium attack, you will get caught if you press any buttons. I was like practicing that, and I only got it one time in all those matches we did. So it comes to show like
I was super surprised though. I was like, I don't remember that being plus. Like, and like this is the thing. I like if you have to pin down Fairy as a character, she's like 60% Dulcim and then 40% Urien.
She does have that aspect for sure. The GG mix-ups and stuff for sure. But I mean, your defense was pretty solid too. I mean, it was tough to. That's why I started going in at one point. As Fairy, like I'm like, if I'm just staying back here, like I'm not getting any damage because you're just gonna like block everything, sitting back. And of course, her normals are like slower now, so it's like you're gonna like Lancelots will have even better time blocking, right? Or any character actually. So I was like, okay, they gave me this drill for a reason, and I started like going in a lot, and I'm like, I hope nothing bad happens whenever I do that drill. And sometimes it was good, but other times I got punished for it. But I think overall the drill was was working.
I noticed when you started using that more, I struggled to kind of keep up. I think that was one of the things that kind of changed, because there was a point where it was actually neck and neck. It was 5-5, but then you started incorporating the drill more, and I was like, how do I deal with this? Because then I realized I couldn't just like trip you off your feet every other second, because that's one of the advantages Lancelot has in that matchup, is that you can slide under the whip. It has a really low profile attack.
You got me with that a lot. I was doing H into spear cancel, and you would go under it with the slide a lot. And I was just, oh man, I gotta start checking my ranges. You got me a lot with that slide. That actually, that slide was pretty scary, because like it's a hard knockdown, right? And you get mix-ups, and it's like pretty fast. And if you get it at the tip, it's not punishable, right? It's safe, right? And you were really good about getting that range. And I was just getting tagged so much with that. And but I mean, I guess maybe I got lucky with some of the mix-ups I was able to get out. You were mixing up those the Rekkas pretty well too. I was just at one point like I was just kind of like, okay, I'm just gonna commit to pressing a button here, or I don't know, I might get hit. Like,
you have to at some
point. Yeah, you do have to at some point, but I never got like a read on you. You were never predictable with those Rekkas. I was not like, okay, he's totally gonna stop here, like 100%. My hardest read on you on the Rekkas were kind of like, I was like 30% sure. That was like as sure as I was for any of those times, and you even let it rip a few times. Like I was like, wow, he's like throwing that in there too, and it's just like, all right, So that was I was always uncomfortable when you got close to me. Of course, obviously from far away, I'm gonna be more comfortable in that situation. But good stuff all around.
I really enjoyed it. That was a really fun match. It really kept me on my toes. I had like a headache at the end of it. Just like, oh my god. No, it was good shit. That was good shit.
Yeah, good games. I think I don't know. Do you have anything else to say before I get my salad? I don't know if you know, my ritual for my stream is getting a salad every single stream. So
is it actually a salad? Is it like a?
Yeah, it's actually a salad. There's like a salad emote in the channel. So
do you have a salad preference?
No, the salad that I usually get is just the cheap one that's close to my house. That's like $5, and it's like a chicken Caesar salad, and it's like not that great. I'd say it's like a 7 out of 10 at best, but it's just like I'm trying to make a healthy eating schedule every week, and I thought if I eat a salad each stream, I stream 3 times a week at least, right? During those 3 streams, I'll be eating kind of like decent stuff, getting my fiber or whatever, and then whenever I eat like other junk food, I don't have to feel as bad, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of like that's a nice little thing that I have. And then now it's kind of a fun thing for people because, I have a salad every time.
That's a good ritual. I mean, we're in our mid-30s now. We're kind of getting a bit dusty and creaky for, fighting game players.
Yeah.
So me too. I really try to watch what I eat as much as possible. Otherwise, we would just break down. But dude, enjoy your salad, and it was. It was such a pleasure, playing with you, and I hope we can do this kind of thing again with maybe another game that we both play and is somewhat popular right now that we're both
yeah. I mean, maybe when season 4 comes out, I've been playing Tekken a bunch, and I've been enjoying that game.
I noticed.
Yeah, but it's. I mean, we're both kind of busy. It took a while for this to happen. Like I was busy at one point, and you got busy. Yeah. And for this to happen, this was supposed to happen like
months ago,
right? But I'm finally glad, we got to do it.
Yeah, it was good casual fun. We were gonna make like this big event, like set up a charity, but we're just like, no, let's just have fun with it. Maybe next time we'll pump it up a bit more. If it's like a Tekken thing, that'll probably be a bit more. That'll be a bit more.
Yeah. Like Grand Blue kind of lost its steam. Like actually back then when we were first talking about it, Grand Blue was like in a better position, I think, globally, right? It's still like played a lot in Korea and Japan, but like globally it was in a better position. But now the game has kind of died down a bit, but there are scenes, here and there, for this game. But yeah, that was a lot of fun, and hopefully next time we can get stream stuff working better. I'm still new to the streaming stuff. I'm learning from Kevin, Burnout Fighter, so. Yeah, when you show me those overlays, I'm like, man, I can't figure this out. Like, I barely got this audio Discord thing to work.
Well, but I mean, that's totally like the graphic designer I work with, Zulfikar, he just makes really pretty stuff, and I just slap it on. He makes it.
Man, yeah. Your team, give me your team.
Hey man,
give me everybody.
We should do something like that together. It'll be a pleasure to create something like that for you. You know. So.
Yeah, definitely. Well, just hit me up. We're both busy, obviously, but it's always hard to find time to do these projects. But whenever I can kind of squeeze in the time to do it, I'm running a venue, as you know, and it's like I'm like trying to be a commentator. I'm like struggling to commentate, and like work on that and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we can make some time in the future.
Sure, man. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. Enjoy your salad. Thank you for the games. Thank you for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. All right. That was that blasted Salami. Go check out his content. It's the best. It's the best tutorial educational content on Tekken that I've ever seen. And if you don't watch that content, you're missing out. So thank you. And
he makes the best FGC content I've ever seen. So if you don't, you're missing out. So.
Wow, mutual admiration club society.
Hey.
All right.
Have a good one, man. Take care.
Yeah. Talk to you later. Bye bye.